Video, I'm going to show you a complete SEO strategy for your lawn care business on how to rank #1 for lawn care in your area. The reason that we give away this content for free is because I believe that we give the recipe and sell the cooking. You know, it's not always as good if someone else is not making it for you, but at the end of the day, you can take this and implement it in your business, and it's going to help you grow your business by ranking. All right, so let's get right into this. There's two parts to search engine optimization. There is on-site SEO and off-site SEO. So what I'd like you to do first is do a search in your area for lawn care in a specific area that you want to rank in. And you're going to be able to see where you currently are at and how competitive it is. So this is a company that we're going to be looking at. It's a company we work with called Andorra Lawn Care. You can see that on the Google business profile, this is called the local map pack. They rank currently #1 on this keyword in this section. So this is called offsite SEO. And I'm going to show you the strategy. And then the second place is right here. They rank #1. This is called on-site SEO. So there's two parts. This is your offsite SEO, your Google business profile. This is your on-site SEO, which is your actual website rankings. And the reason that this is so important is because there's two different ways to rank on these two different things, and it's two parts to SEO. So your local pack, your local finder, 36% of it is all about whatever's in your Google business profile. I'm going to walk you through that. 17% of it is reviews. We see this all the time. If there's a True Green or Mosquito Joe or whatever other company in your area that has 100 reviews and you have 10 reviews, it's going to be hard to rank #1 because a big part of where you rank is your reviews. So like with this company, when we first started working with them, we said, hey man, we got to get as many reviews as possible. He literally had 0 reviews 3 months ago. And we helped him get to 65 Google reviews, and now you can see he ranks #1 here. He wasn't even on this page 3 months ago. And so that is the power of Google reviews. Now, there's a bunch of other things on the back end. Like you can see, you have to select your category. If you select landscape designer and not lawn care service as your primary category, it's gonna be hard to show here. Sometimes you will put like sod installation or sod supplier or some other thing. And what happens if you put that as your primary category, it's gonna be hard to show for lawn care in a specific area. So you have to make sure that you put your primary category. And that goes back to setting up your Google business profile right. From a reviews perspective, on your Google business profile, let me just pull it up here and I'll show you. What we always recommend, and when we start working with companies, we say go to your Google business profile, and we usually get this for them, but go to your Google business profile, go to read reviews, click get more reviews, take this link right here. And when you take this link and you post it, you send it out to all your friends, anyone that's ever worked with you before, it's going to pop up right here. And it's going to leave you a Google review right on your Google business profile. So we say send this out to all your past customers, friends, family, anyone that would recommend you, send them that link. All right, so that is how to get reviews. You want to make sure your primary category is set up. You want to make sure your service area is set up. So how does this look? Let's go back over here. So in your Google business profile, you're going to go to edit profile. You can see your business category here. This is where you want to make one primary category. You can have a bunch of other secondary categories, but your primary is really, really important because that's what Google is really honing in on. And then over here, your service area. Now, we're all over the country, so it doesn't really matter. I just put a bunch in here. It doesn't make any difference. Specifically, though, for your Google business profile, for a local business, like they want to be shown in Larchmont, you want to make sure that you list out the cities that you want to be shown in as well as counties. This is extremely important because if you don't tell Google where you do service in or do business in, it's not going to know. So that's going to be a big part of it. And then just go through this whole section and make sure everything's filled out, like your name, category, business description, opening date, phone number, website, social profiles are linked out. You have a short name. We don't have a physical business location. You have a service area. You have your hours. All this stuff is what you want to make sure that all this stuff is filled out. Some things in here you don't necessarily need, like we don't have a specific crowd or whatever. And so you want to make sure that it's all filled out. Get reviews, on-page SEO. Now let's go, before I do on-page SEO, because I'm going to do that heavy over here. You see your on-site SEO is 34%. I want to talk about links, behavior, citations, and personalization. So if you don't know if you have these citations filled out, we have a free thing on our website. This is not like some call to action or something. It doesn't really matter to me. You can go here, you can put in your Google business profile, and you'll be able to see your specific citations of where you're listed out. There's other ones across the internet as well. But basically, what you need to know is that on the big players, like your Google business profile, your Facebook, your Yelp, LinkedIn, Bing, I would say those are probably the big ones, big 5 ones. You want to make sure your name, address, and phone number are all matching. Reason is because when Google scrapes the internet for data, they're looking, does your name, address, and phone number match across the internet? And that builds trust with Google. That way they push you up in their rankings. Because what they don't want is you have 2 different phone numbers and they're saying, is this the right phone number? Is that the right phone number? And then when they go to show a phone number, they don't know if that phone number is active or that's the real one to reach you. And then people lose faith in Google because it's not credible data that they're providing. So you have to build a ton of trust with Google, that's called citations, building out your listings. And a lot of times local SEO, that's one of the things that they would do is they would build out listings through a platform like Yext or Whitespark or Bright Local. There's a bunch of different ones out there. We do this for clients, but for purposes of you doing it yourself, you really want to just make sure that on your visible profiles, you have all these listings built out. From a behavioral personalization perspective, this is something that's also very important. So if we go to let's look at this Andorra one. So down here, this is your postings, like updates on your Google Business Profile. If we go here and look at this, it's a nice review with a picture. But if you notice here, this is what is very important for SEO. We post like in here the specific geographical locations that they work in. And so when Google indexes the content, they're pulling in like lawn care and other things to try to qualify. Yep, they do this work service. Yep, they do this. But then also we put in here specific geo targets, which is just another trigger back to Google. So it's extremely important to be posting on here. And you can see you can add updates right here. And that's going to help with the personalization and customization part of things. So that's basically how you rank number 1 in the Google Map Pack here. Look up your Lawn Care Larchmont or wherever you're at or whatever service you want. See what other people around you are doing and then basically beat them at what they're doing. Now let's talk about on-site SEO because this is extremely important. And this is a part that is a little fuzzy and people say, SEO and white hat and black hat, all this crazy stuff. So let's get into that specifically. So on their website, now we redid their website. We built out these nice call to actions. We made sure that they were ranking and optimized for specific keywords because their past website, it wasn't even optimized properly. But let's just look at how this would look. So up here, we're going to look at the title tag, meta description. You can see the title tag here is lawn care, organic mosquito control in Larchmont, New York. Same thing with their meta description, Larchmont, New York and nearby areas. So what you're looking at is you want to make sure that your geographical targets are in your title tag, your meta description, and in your H1 in some regards. On your homepage, not as important, but on your pillar pages, it's important to have as much as you can filled out for Larchmont or other categories. So you can see Larchmont, H1, Larchmont. And so this is going to be very important. So across the site, whatever your main target area, that's where you want to put. Now, people are going to say, well, yeah, I service Larchmont or whatever your main service area. But I also service, these other places around here, like whatever another local city is, Scarsdale, or you get it, Bayberry, let's say. Well, I'm not going to show up in Bayberry if all I focus on is Larchmont, which is true. And so what we recommend doing is building out what's called service area pages. And so what that looks like is you build out a page up here that's specifically the other locations that you want to rank for. So this would look like, yourwebsite.com/insert city-state. So let's say it's Dallas-Texas. And then this page is all about lawn control and lawn fertilizer plans for Dallas, Texas. And everything in here is Dallas, Texas. It's all about Dallas, Texas this, Dallas, Texas that. Call to action is Dallas, Texas. And then what happens is you start to rank for that keyword when it comes over here, like in the on-site SEO side of things. And so really SEO, it can come down to that basic part. So if you is optimizing your website for on-page. Now, linking is important. That's why building out these citations, you can build links in. You can also build out what are called backlinks. Now, backlinks are extremely important for like global SEO. I would say the better links for local businesses are going to be like your local Chamber of Commerce, business BNI networking groups, local things that you sponsor. It's going to be better to get backlinks from other local companies. If there's local newspaper companies that you're on or TV stations, that's going to be the more important links that you can get. From a behavior perspective, posting things on there like blog content, before and after pictures, that kind of stuff is important because that's going to play a part. Behavior is kind of talking about like how people interact with things. Like we'll see this a lot. People will go here and they'll search Lawn Care Larchmont, and then tomorrow they'll search it again. Well, Google's, if you don't click on anything, it's going to show you different stuff. That's called behavioral SEO. And what happens with a lot of business owners is that they see their rankings decrease and they're like, why are my rankings decreasing? Because you keep searching yourself and you're not clicking on anything. Remember, Google wants to show good information. If it doesn't show good information, And it's trying to give you like, hey, click on this, click on this. And so if it doesn't show you good information, you're not going to use it. So then your Google Business profile plays a part in it, reviews plays a part in it, but a lot of your on-site SEO is going to be driven just off your on-page SEO, which I just showed you what to do. So I hope this was helpful. If you like content like this, hit like and subscribe. If you're interested in having us do a full audit on your business, we do free marketing audits. I'll put a link down below. We can go through this exact workflow and process for your business, and we can basically tell you, hey, do this, do that. We can talk about how we might be able to help you. Either way, it's all good. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.